win. Madden kicked 7 for the winners. The opening minute was tense, but after dropping 4 of its last 5 games, Essendon needed to start well, and Alan Izzard didn't let them down.
Beautiful kick, goal to Essendon.
The Bombers shot away. Izzard found Madden on the burst. Then Salmon showed courage for their third time. In fact, the second term was all Essendon's as they careered away. Chris Danaher and Watson combined.
Watson will kick this.
And with Philandia proving a handful, the Bombers opened up a 42-point lead at the long break. But that lead was stretched when O'Brien chipped to Madden. Then the half-forward elected to go it alone.
A long bomb. It may even go through for a goal. It does.
While Williams and Hurd continued their war, the Dons were having a field day. And by the last, Geelong's
win. At it, behind play, toe-to-toe for a moment. Tunbridge getting the first tap. Strong tackle by Flood. Buick looking for free and he'll get it. He's a clever player, seizes every opportunity. And points out that Kelly over the mark. And Buick plays on quickly. Wallace falling over and Tui taking it without any opposition in the end. Drop punt. Murphy underneath it. Nettlebeck comes in. Hills. Good stop there by Clarkson. Now Murphy. Twisting and turning and getting a high one. And
dangerous ploy there to wait for the umpire's whistle, though, but Murphy, he expected the free, but hadn't it been coming, would have been barreled.
Salmon, Bays taps it on. He had 9 kicks in the first quarter. Here's Kicken. Quick handball by Lewis. Off the ground by Bays. A high one. Bolton versus Izzard. Important one here. Right. And Bolton versus Izzard now. Izzard shepherded out by Bolton. Wright's kick towards Dale Lewis, who takes a fly. Cransberg, well done. West with a chance. Outnumbered by Danaher and also Harvey. And Harvey able to get away and then drop punt the ball back to centre wing where Izzard and Bolton fall over after a wrestle.
Yes, both players holding onto each other and the ball close to the line. Hurd went hard at it and the ball helped over. So good umpiring there with Izzard and Bolton. Obviously the umpire indicating that both players were doing a certain amount of tugging of each other.
Yes, that's a fair comment, Robbo. Bradley Plain coming back onto the ground for Wallace, who we just saw outmarked by Burnett too.
And Buick held again when he didn't have the football, but maybe just indicating a little too severely that it should have been a free kick. As a dust-up is on again. Swans player Barry Mitchell. Is it being decked? And Williams trying to control it. Was it Mitch? Yes, it was Barry Mitchell.
He was on the receiving end of a bit of a short jab, I think.
Buick, handball on. Chance for Philandia. Inside 50. Philandia goes for goal and puts it through. Essendon get the first goal of the second quarter and still the players expressing annoyance at each other back near the centre. 5-5 to 2-3.
Well, it's no wonder that these scuffles and fights are occurring. If players are subjected to the pressure that Williams and Mitchell have been under for the first quarter and a small bit, well, their tempers are going to flare. And look at Hurd, he's doing the job well, he's doing the job after the coach, but it's up to the AFL to do something through the umpires.
Bad umpiring there. Essendon had 5, maybe 6 players in the centre square when they bounced that ball. Players were everywhere and they didn't pick them up.
Just going back to Philandia, though, Bruce, I think he's been an excellent find. I'm surprised he was dragged off the ground earlier in the game.
Couldn't agree more. The kick to Madden is a beauty by Flood.
It was probably a disciplinary thing for the forward pocket, I thought, Jared. He was taken off straight away. Did something poor. I can't remember
Had that shot at the goal?
Maybe, yes. I think it might have been just after that the runner went out to him.
He had 3 kicks in the first 5 minutes, but you're right, he did come off after that. Madden's kick 2. Now, this is a testing kick in the breeze, but if anyone's got local knowledge, it's this young fellow. Drop punt. He kicked it well enough? I don't think so. A behind, but not a bad attempt.
Tell you what, he'd be impressed with that young business.
Well, he's only 33. He's been around for a couple of years, hasn't he? 367 games. There was Lawson we saw on the boundary line getting ready to come on. He's coming on for Love, so that's a blow to Sydney. Love not firing up so far.
Kick in and a great mark taken by Salmon. As he comes to ground, handballs away to Johnston. Johnston's kick across his body. Not bad. Was it good fortune? Maybe. Watson marks at centre forward. Laconically, hand passes away to Chris Danaher. And that really was a gesture of arrogance, I feel. And now the Swans are penalised. Well, I don't know about that one. It's a long way away, but Flood has the free kick for the Bombers. Kicks it to the front of the goals. Marking contest. Madden got it. Impossible position. Got himself to the side, threw the left arm out, and basically marked it one-handed.
Well, don't forget Simon Madden has been practicing for 15 years to use that arm in the ruck, Jules, and it was almost exactly the same technique there, Robbo. Held Cordy out with the right hand, as he does in the ruck, and marked it superbly with the left.
The absolute freakish performance. Simon Madden, he's kicked 2. Can he kick his 3rd? He's only about 8 metres out, and he makes no mistake. 3 goals won to Simon Madden, and the Bombers get their 6th goal. Essendon are 6-6, Swans at 2-3.
And that was a damaging blow for the Swans. Kicking with the wind, they would have expected to get a bit of a hurry on here. But once again, we see Cordy doing the right thing, taking the front spot, but he loses body contact with Madden. He has no idea where he is, and Madden slides in front of him to take an easy mark, only a couple of yards out.
6-6-2-3, big break here now, 27-point margin. Williams out of the centre, going up half forward. Tunbridge went early and got a big thump. Bays. Williams looks for a free kick and gets it.
Well, certainly on. He was pulled when he didn't have anywhere near control of the ball.
So the Diesel. West was his target, or Salmon with some courage there. Good handball by Danaher to Hills. Inside to Johnston. Not a good kick, but he probably didn't have a lot of options. Flood and Kelly, and a throw in at centre wing.
And at the centre bounce, it's interesting to see that Mark Aythorne doesn't line up beside Buick. They're all on the defensive side of the bounce, obviously trying to shark Salmon or Madden's tap out.
Carroll and Watson doing the ruck work there. Off the ground by O'Brien. Plain versus Tui. Madden caught. Getting back Lawson. Wright, who's playing as a defender tagger today, Nettlebeck and Harvey, and a ball in at centre wing. So good work there by the defence of the Sydney Swans.
Well, good move from Colquhoun here. I think he's shifted Greg Williams up onto the half-forward flank. He wasn't getting any drive out of the centre, so they needed to do something. It's not often that Williams has moved out of the centre, and I think it's a good move.
Gee, that was a good tackle by Chris Danaher on Bolt. And scoop against Kickett. The fine line there, I guess.
I think if you lift the ball in the air, you're always a risk to get the free kick given against you.
Lewis to centre half forward. Bays, Williams, Hurd onto him again. Good tackle. O'Donnell on the up to Cransberg. Flat-footed Chris Danaher, and then dropped at his hand skills. Leave a bit to be decided every now and then. Here's Kickett short to Izzard.
And Essendon using the football much better than the Swans, Bruce, so far. Izzard is just wide of the centre on the far side of the ground. Kicks it up to the 50-metre line. Madden can't mark, but watch the tap on here. At the back it goes. Watson scrambles after it. Handballs it wide. Chance for O'Brien. Can he steady? Yes. Can he kick the goal? Yes as well. O'Brien kicks his first goal and the Bombers get their 7th. And they lead 7-6 to 2-3.
Well, it was Dr. Yes there on a number of occasions, Robbo, but I was very surprised to see Tim Watson given this much time to get an easy handball out to Craig O'Brien. Should have been a tackle applied there, and Craig O'Brien picks up an easy ball and waltzes in and kicks a straightforward goal. Craig O'Brien been in and out of the seniors this year, but I like the way the boy plays.
48 to 15. Bombers on a bit of a roll here. O'Donnell, really dangerous times for Sydney. Hurd's handball okay to Johnston. Hills is going to have the strength to break the tackle for Landia. Gee, handball crazy here, Essendon. Flood court. Chris Danaher, Hills. About 8 handballs in a row. Finally a kick, Tui should take it. Doesn't. And Madden kicks his...
Got 17 and 3/4 minutes left, and already Essendon have kicked 4 goals, 1. And it's mainly from taking it away from the centre, but this time the Swans do. Bolton's long kick to full forward. Getting back Terry Danaher. He's probably slowed down a little bit, but he's still got the time, and eventually, is that on the full hitting the behind post? No. Maybe he was over the line before he kicked the football, so it's a rush behind to the Sydney Swans.
As you see here, O'Donnell on screen with Murphy. It's a new experience for Murphy to be tagged. There's always been a couple of other players who were pinpointed for tags, and both he and Mitchell have to come to terms with that this year.
Johnston, a lovely kick. Beautiful kick to Hills. Half-back flank on the right-hand side of this ground. And he'll kick it to the wing. Drop punt kick's not bad. Salmon, punch from behind. And Paul Salmon, the free kick against Tunbridge.
Well, Tunbridge had the big left hand in the back there, and Salmon being paid the dividends for playing in front.
Well, maybe a little risky to go across, but he does. Loose player is heard. In turn, kick it. Bombers have got numbers everywhere. Nearly gets past Williams. Handball to Chris Danaher. Play on. Lovely. Johnston into an open goal. Kick it and then go on with it behind play. But it's a behind. Kicked in the finish by Johnston.
Well, I'm not going to pinpoint the umpire there, but I believe he saw the scuffle between Kickett and Williams and almost turned a blind eye.
To Cordy. Was there a free kick there, Ron?
Was there ever?
Okay, Lewis with a long one. Lawson and Watson at the back. Well played, Murphy. Vacant square in front of him.
Great
handball on to Bays. He should goal. Is a beautiful left foot kick. And that one on the run flat out misses. So behind a Bays, he's kicked 1-2. And Sydney are up to 2-4 to 8-7, or 2-5 I should say. 17 to 55. Yeah, the first score for Sydney in the second term. And we've got about 16 minutes remaining, so we're about halfway through. Johnson getting some touches. He really should have kicked the goal a minute ago, but he finds Izard this time.
Essendon really getting too many easy possessions, Gerard, aren't they?
Yes, they're outnumbering the Swans, and they're just chipping the ball over one after the other.
Half forward, high flyers. Higgins picks up the crumbs. Mitchell marks.
They really need the forwards to come running down to aid their backmen to put the pressure on.
Mitchell's kick. Kransberg at the back. Taken away by Johnston. In turn to a player standing still, McMullen. Hurd's going to get caught, but he's got McMullen in support. Bounces once, he's going to get caught. Murphy holds that player when he bounced it.
Isn't that holding the ball?
I tend to agree with you, but maybe the ball running free didn't have control of it, and that's perhaps why the umpire didn't give him the free kick.
Bit of a grey area, that one, I think.
Certainly. Kelly clears for the Swans. Lawson's a chance wide and can't quite control the football. Boundary throw in right half forward for the Swans.
Better play from Murphy nonetheless, though, Robert. When you're being tagged, you must get in and under the packs. The tagging player can't stop you from getting the possessions round the ground. That's what he must do.
Cleverly to Mitchell. Lewis having a battle there with Johnson. Nettlebeck, good handball quickly to Clarkson, who's caught by Izard, who trapped it pretty cleverly. Here's Bays, who saw a minute ago. Back to Bolton from more than 50 metres. A chance here for West, and he takes a falling mark in front of Harvey. Missed kick there by Bolton. And West in the right place. Bolton injured against Adelaide a couple of weeks ago. And what did they do? They had a look at his knee and decided he was okay, and he's come back.
That's right. They had an arthroscope performed on that knee. Evidently there was nothing worth taking out or cutting away, so back quite quickly.
See, West looks to have miskicked it badly. He hasn't missed it by all that much in the end, but not a good kick, and he's going to do up his shoelaces and give himself a talking to. So Swans still without a goal in this term, but 2-6 to 8-7, and Terry Danaher to bring him back in.
2-6, Gerard, in half a game of football, not good enough, is it?
No way known, Robbo, and they're going to suffer the consequences unless they really do get a hurry on this last 15 minutes.
Terry Danaher's good kick. Kransberg underneath couldn't take the mark. Athorn, good tackle. Chris Danaher played Johnston. Not doing too bad, David Johnston. Neither is this young fellow. He's only about 18 years of age. Hills. Johnston again. Up to half forward. Flood. No, can't mark. Goes after it again. Well done, David Flood. And the handball is creative. Chris Danaher into an open goal. No. Gives it away. Watson will kick this. No, he won't. He has it? Swung through. Unbelievable. Well, what spin did that have on it?
I want to call it the in-swinger.
Definitely going through the points, and it came back and Watson's dobbed it. Oh, incredible football.
Well, here we see on the replay a handball from Flood to the running Chris Danaher. Draws the player once again. Smart play. Now, off the boot, that ball looked like it was going to go to left, but you learn to do that down here at Windy Hill. He must have rubbed the ball on the outside and swung it back in.
61 to 18. An infringement in the centre square. And Tunbridge has kicked to half forward. Danaher with a run at the back. West sweeping handball, just hoping. Lawson with the pace. Outnumbered in the end. The tackle put on him. McMullen, who's had a fit of the fumbles all day. This time Salmon. Gee, that is a fantastic kick, isn't it?
Brilliant kick.
Yep. What is he? 206 centimetres. like a rover. Here's Watson. Higgins. Greg Williams. With Hurd not far away. Philandia, good job done. Hills, who Ian was singing his praises a moment ago. Watson caught in the end, but he does well with his strength. Now Hills looks for a free and he'll get it.
Oh, that's the old KB thing.
It was, but it was a handball though, Robbo. If you have a look closely, he just snuck a little fist. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think he did here, for sure.
I tell you what, Timmy Watson ought to be told that he's not playing the Swans seconds.
I think he's taking too long.
Oh, arrogance is incredible.
Flood, centre wing. It's good to have a pair of hands, Flood. Philandia goes on his own in the end, probably without a lot of confidence. Tui, left foot high. Hurd, Carroll, O'Donnell. Carroll and O'Donnell together. Well played. Murphy backwards to Higgins, and Hurd keeps the pressure on, but Higgins gets around him. Drop punt to centre half forward. Not a particularly good kick. Harvey, good gift to McMullen. He's got Izard wide. One bounce. A second one. A third one. Runs almost too far in the end, and a poor kick. Thought he couldn't handle it. Wright does.
Stevie Wright's left foot kick to half back, and a diving mark is taken there by Leon Higgins. It was a good effort in the finish.
He was named in the forward pocket, Stevie Wright, but he's been one of the Swans' better players in the back pocket, so he's doing well.
Higgins kicked to centre wing. Mitchell rides the Hills bump nicely, but forced to kick with the left foot, and well done. Paul Hills, a good smother.
We see here some very heavy taping on Barry Mitchell's right knee. I believe he didn't train all week and was subject to a fitness test this morning. For a player who runs 25 kilometres a game, it's going to be a big ask for Mitch.
And nearly the 18th possession coming up for this young player, and boy, has he got some composure. He played a fantastic debut game out at Waverley and perhaps struggled a little bit. He gives away his 12th handball. Watson between wing and half forward, kicks it to within goal scoring distance. No mark. Flood got the ball, gets the handball away. Into an open goal goes Bradford.
And for Essendon, Madden finished up with 7 goals.